Hello my planner pals and welcome back, and if you're new here then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Design, and today I've got a collaboration video with Reenie from the Enchanted Planner, and we're going to share each 6 ways that you can use alphabet kind of letter stickers. I'm going to share 6 and then I'm going to leave a link in the description to Reenie's video, so go check out hers for 6 more ways to use your letter stickers. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so the first way that I'm going to use these stickers is to have you think about the letter stickers. So if you have a letter sticker that you are like, okay, I don't have any more of that sticker and I need another one of, let's say you've used all of your W's and you need another W, take your M and turn it upside down, because those pretty much are exactly the same. You can turn your W's upside down for an M. You can use O's instead of zeros, zeros instead of O's. You could use I's instead of ones, like stuff like that. You can interchange your letters. If you have lowercase, you can see it almost here. If you have lowercase and you're like, okay, I need another D, well, you've got one. It's P. You just turn it upside down and then you've got a D. So think about that. Think about changing your letters so that you can get more words out of your sticker sheet. All right, my second tip is going to be along the similar kind of lines, that if you have only so many of your letters and you're like, okay, I have run out of Y's. That actually happened to me last week, and I made a Y out of a J and a V. So all I did was take the V, I took the J, like I'm thinking of like ones that I don't use that much of, like letters that I would struggle to probably use. And then I just cut the edge off the J, like turn it upside down. And then I just stuck the V on top. You can see that here. It's exactly what I did there. And then now I have a Y. So I made a Y out of a J and a V. You could use an I, you could use an L, you could use some other kind of letter. But yeah, think about changing some of your letters and cutting them up. Not just turning them upside down, but actually cutting them up. And clearly one of the ways that you can also get an O is to cut up your Q. You just take your scissors, cut the little tail off, and then you have yourself another O. All right, now my third tip is going to be a similar kind of line, as I'm all about using up all of the stickers. Now, if you find that basically you're going to run out of the traditional letters, right? You're going to run out of I's, you're going to run out of O's, you're going to run out of those kind of things, your vowels usually. Think about going into kind of what they call like the leet speak, so that your 4 becomes an A. So that actually becomes an A. Your 1 can be an I. You could even, the 7 you can turn upside down and that can become an L. Clearly your 0 can become an O. If you're thinking about numbers, then you can turn your 6s and your 9s upside down and have those as well. If you have 3s, all you have to do with that is turn it this way and that can become an E. So yeah, think about using, we used to think about it as like, you remember when back in the day when you used to have calculators and you used to turn your calculator and you used to press the numbers and then turn it upside down, the display would read a word. The same kind of thing. What can you do here? Because I can basically do lol using numbers. 707 is lol, right? So think about that. All right, along similar lines as the leet speak, and I think this goes kind of hand in hand, if you're struggling to find something like, I want to say an O or an A, like a roundish letter that you can interchange with something round. So I think of like bloom. Let's use the word bloom. Let's say now that I've used all of my O's, I've used all of my Q's, and I've got no zeros left. and I'm like, okay, I need an M. I've got M's, so we're good. Okay, now I need something to go in the middle of there. Look in your sticker book at other things, because I'm sure you have hearts that you can use instead, bloom, right? Stuff like that. Your sticker books usually have these things. Put a couple of those in there. And then you've got bloom using these circle stickers as O's. So we're thinking about getting more mileage out of your stickers, right? So think about exchanging emojis for O's, any circle stickers for O's. Flowers can make great O's. I mean, heavens, that's even in some of the pre-made stickers, the O's are the flowers. Think about things like that, especially if you have like a Q or something that you're making to be an O and you're like, it looks a bit odd. Put a little heart in the bit that looks a bit odd, or put a heart in the middle, put a flower there, put something there to disguise the fact that you've cut the sticker up. All right, tip number 4, and that is going to be for these kind of stickers where you are using all of the alphabets in here, and then you come to the point where there's not much left, but you need a letter A, and now you don't have any, and you're like, oh, bugger. What can you do? You're going to take the bleed. And I say this all of the time, but just take the bleed. Now that is an A. And I've even saved the little middle bit there so that I can take this and this is where your tweezers come in kind of handy, because you can just stick that little bit in there. But then you have your A. Now this is what I would do, because when you only have one, it looks a bit weird. I would take one of the other ones and make that the same. So if you have a word where you're having to use the bleed, do at least 2 where you have that. And that is also a good tip if you're running out of your letter stickers, just use the bleed. All right, and that leads on to tip number 4. If you're struggling and you only have, let's say I have some of these, only a few of these, and just a few of these. What do you do when you've only got a few of these things left? What you can do is you start doing it ransom note style. So let's say I have that, but I don't have any of the O's and I don't have any of the D's. Well, I'm going to put a D in from here, and I'm going to put an A in from here. Oops, no, an O die, spelled today correctly. So start mixing up your letters. I mean, that actually looks kind of fun. Mixing these 2 up looks kind of fun. So think about that, especially if you have black, because black goes with anything. So think about it, again, ransom note style. And if you're like, it's not really working for me, think again that you can put them on paper. You can put them on like little squares of paper. So if you had, I'm using orange as an example just so that you can see it, but if you had some coordinating paper, I'm gonna just cut around one of these E's just so that I can show you for an example. So that could be what you do as well. Does that make sense? Like doing like the ransom note style where you have them mounted on paper and you just have that as your continuity, and you have them all on little bits of squares of paper, just like you would cut out from a newspaper. I hope that makes sense. All right, tip number 6, and that is going to be to make a collage out of your letter stickers and use it as kind of a decorative box. Now you can do this with all of the same stickers, or you can do the same kind of ransom style and kind of just use your leftover stickers. It's great to do a spread like this if you're doing some kind of like journaling or something like that, just because, or a book related thing, because letters speak to everything, or a school related thing. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can do this by just using the lines that are in the planner layout, or you can create your own little boxes, whether that is sticker paper like this, or whether it's just regular printer paper. I'm going to show you both ways. So the first one, you're going to take your stickers. I'm going to show you here what I would do. I'm going to do this little box here. So can you see how I've got a nice little decorative box there? And then I can just come in and then layer on another box on top of that if I wanted to, or just leave it as is and I've just got the whole thing. I could just kind of checkerboard it or something like that. The other thing is, if you have ones like this where you have the sticker paper and you're like, okay, I'm just going to decorate this little box, and it could be a big sheet. You could have just a big sheet of sticker paper and you just kind of, that's what you do with your leftover stickers, your alphabet stickers, you just shove them all on here. And then you've got a piece that you can just cut up at your leisure. But you can do the same thing with this. And again, it can work with all of the same types of stickers or different stickers. You could have different letter stickers, different types of stickers, upper and lowercase, anything. But can you see how that is just exactly the same idea as this? I like just going this way and just putting it straight on my page, but if you're just wanting to save them somewhere, put them on some sticker paper and then you can just cut it up after the fact. All right, and that is 6 ways in which you can get more out of your letter stickers. And I'm going to share with you a bonus one, and that is to make a kind of sample book or page to put in your planner. So when you are thinking about your pages and you're like, okay, I am looking for some kind of letter sticker that is red, example, right? And you're like, I don't want to look through all of my stickers. Just as you do the same with washi and pens and you make yourself like a little swatch book, do the same with your letter stickers. So what I would do is look at my book. Okay, this book has some letter stickers and they are metallic. I know that these might go with the Villains book and the Stronger Together and the Girl Power, I think, has red. So I'm like, okay, what can I take out of here that I'm probably not going to use? I know that Z is probably a sticker that I'm probably not going to use. Again, you could, if you wanted to, turn it this way for an N, but I'm going to put it in here. And then I will write in student sticker book. And then I will continue down. If I get a new book, I will put this, another letter in, whatever it is, and then the sticker book, so that I can be like, okay, if I'm doing a spread and I need green stickers, this is where they are. That's the sticker book that they're in. So that is your bonus. All right, I hope you enjoyed this and it just showed you how you can get more out of your stickers. And Reenie over at the Enchanter Planner has 6 more ways that you can use your letter stickers. So check out her video. The link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you next time, my planner pals. Bye.